Good evening, free enterprise fans, and welcome to our Monday night community race. Tonight we are going to be playing There's One Kain Among Us. But before so, I just wanted to come across with a quick announcement. We have our new streaming schedule ready. As you can see on this lovely splash on the screen, we have a full week's worth of races every week, starting with the Slapdash on Sundays, the weeklies on Monday and Fridays, Underground Racing Club Tuesday, Obsidian Jumping Club Wednesday, Lunar Racing Club Thursday, and Legacy on Saturdays. So to get you the most out of all these clubs and weeklies, we have this wonderful restream schedule for you. Alternating every other week, we will have our normal Monday, Friday, Saturday races, which is the weekly Monday, weekly Friday, Legacy Saturday. First week, which will actually be this upcoming week, so tomorrow, we'll have Underground Racing Club, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time here on Free Enterprise. Then Wednesday, we'll have Obsidian Jumping Club at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time here on Free Enterprise. Then the following week, we'll be featuring the Slapdash, which is at 7 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. And then Lunar Racing Club, which is Thursday nights at 7:30 Eastern, in addition to the Monday, Friday, and Saturday races. So lots and lots of Free Enterprise races for you that we look forward as the Restream team putting on for you guys. Hoping that you guys come out, watch them, enjoy them as much as we enjoy putting them on. So that is our quick announcement at the beginning. Now, I'll introduce my co-commentator, Karan, who will talk to us about why there's only one Kain among us.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the Monday night community race. And yeah, it looks like the Betrayer is taking center stage today. As you can see on Zoe Vermillion's screen, there is only one character available in this seed, and that is the Jumping Man himself. So we are going to be seeing lots of flying around today, and it's going to be a very interesting seed to see how all of our runners manage having a grand total of one character, or at least one type of character anyway, to supplement their runs today. So I'll be looking forward to seeing how they manage all of it.
So am I. I'm actually loving Zoe's naming scheme with the colors for Among Us on there. And Kain is lime. Yeah, I'm not sure. Especially since we don't have a lime Kain start. We have that nice little blue Kain. Might have had a better idea of naming him Cyan. But, you know, to each their own.
Yeah, fair enough. It's, I guess it fits with the One Kain Among Us theme, although admittedly I've played very little of the game and I've just been killed in electrical every time. So I haven't gotten to see much of the ship and haven't gotten to vent anything. So I'll leave Zoe to the rhyming schemes, and I will simply observe.
Yeah, but as for this flag set, this could be really quick and really trolly. Only 5 objectives. We need to find and defeat the Demist, find and defeat Karate, complete the sealed cave, burn the village mist with the package, and unlock the Pastroy and Troya. And that wins us the game. There is no Zeroma's fight tonight. Unfortunately, no Z-Sprite. Sorry. Just 5 objectives and we're done.
No, hey, I mean, as much as we beat up Z in the highway to the Threemus zone, I figure the big boy deserves a vacation every now and again. So hopefully he will enjoy his rest, get himself ready for the holidays, and, you know, well, probably get slaughtered plenty more in some of the other flag sets that we have coming up.
Yes, well, we're looking forward to getting this race underway here very, very shortly. As for our featured runners, as I said, we have Zoe Vermillion up in the top left corner, Harumph in the top right, Twisted Flax in the bottom left, and Bad Karma in the bottom right. Please feel free to give our runners a follow, since they do make sure they can be here and put on a great show for you. We would appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got plenty of folks racing off camera as well. So trying to pan up the chat window here. Looks like we've got, from my count, around close to 20 people racing tonight. So it's going to be tons of fun. And once we get everybody readied up, we should be good to go to see just how high can a Kain jump when a Kain is joined by 4 other Kains.
Indeed. And again, while we're waiting for the last 4 racers to ready up, I do want to give a quick shout out to our behind the scenes crew tonight. It's going to be Narobi doing the restreaming, who rolled this wonderful seed, and Xenocat doing the tracking for us. Without them, we wouldn't be able to put on this wonderful show. So thank you to them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always thankful, considering we just came out of Thanksgiving. I'm always thankful for the folks who keep our heads on straight here in the comms booth. And I definitely appreciate it, even though no buttons have really been pushed yet. We definitely appreciate it because with 4 runners on stream, it's darn near impossible to keep track of everything. And I will certainly salute the folks who are able to do that. And not to mention the folks who put this on the big screen for us tonight to give us our viewing pleasure.
So we got chat already discussing what the best bosses and what spots are for. Liking the idea of Yang at Cave Bahamut, Demist at Crystal Sword Altar. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, we were speculating a little bit earlier before stream went live as to how we wanted the items and objectives to pair up or to be cited. And my fellow restream partners are sadists. They want the worst possible outcomes for the most part, although Gambit's was admittedly somewhat tame.
I thought I was nice and tame tonight with, I was like, they should have Demus behind a package. We can have Karate down the sealed cave, and Demus can just hold the pass. That way everything's nice and contained.
Yeah, well, we shall see. I mean, practice seeds can roll any sort of thing. I know I was doing one earlier that gave me the Luca key pretty early, but made it a hook route that had a rather painful evil wall sitting in front of it. So that was about when I had to get off and get ready for this. So unfortunately, the evil wall was not the seeds that they roll. At least I hope they'll be a little kinder. But then again, I know you guys want to see lots of fun and these folks trying to scratch their heads and figure things out. So yeah, we'll see which one is going to prevail tonight.
Oh, no matter what, we know Kain is going to prevail because this is all about him. There's only one Kain among us. He is the ultimate betrayer to Seed. He'll be the one betraying all the other Kains. Let's see how far the betrayal goes.
Yeah, chat also speculating about best weapons, and it is there's a lot of good ones certainly that you could see in this seed for Kain. Folks mentioning dwarf axes for back row glitching, and of course you've got Gungnir's and white spears and dragoon spears floating about the place as well. So just as long as it hits hard, it should generally do Kain fairly well, I think.
To answer your question in chat, yes, this is going to be a 5 Kain seed. It is only Kain. Dupes are allowed, so you can have a full party of Kains if you would like. And it looks like we are about to get underway. So we'll see who Kain gets paired up with. I want to bet it's under Kain. What do you think?
I would guess Kain or maybe Kain. I don't know. I mean, you never can tell.
I mean, Dark Horse candidate would be a second Kain.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if you pull 6th Kain in, that makes things a little weird. But, folks who put in the long bet might actually make something off that one.
And it's a Kain. Woohoo! I love the starting item.
Hello, for Sword 4 hero who will not be appearing in this seed.
There's always one crystal sword in every seed. Disclaimer, there's not always a crystal sword.
And folks in the race room are already losing their minds about this seed, and we're only about 30 seconds in.
So the question becomes, how do you want to route things? Again, you've got 2 key items you need. You've got 2 boss checks you're looking for. Or 3 key items, I should say. So you need Luca key, package, and pass. Do you go looting first? Do you go checking bosses first? Do you go key item locations first?
Well, it's interesting. I don't know. I would probably loot a bit first. Because if you can find some good weapons for Kain, whether it be dwarf axes or Gungnir's or white spears, you can get your various canes equipped accordingly, then you will very much be on your way to being able to take down some of these boss checks. And also, if you happen to find other lucrative items that people not appearing in this seed would typically use, that becomes money for you to buy, say, life potions or your best curative items that you can find, because oops all canes means oops no healing unless you can find some good potions. So that would be my focus.
Well, speaking of potions, Twisted Flax immediately went in, sold the crystal sword for all its money. We had no starter kit, so you don't have anything in that inventory but that crystal sword, made it easy to sell. But found cure 3s in the shop there in Barren Town. So curing wise, we're fine.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would be looking for in a seed like this. And interestingly, in my own practice seed, I also found cure 3s in Barren. Go figure.
Twisted Flax also showed us that, shockingly, or perhaps unshockingly, it was a Kain in Barren Inn. So,
what? Who'd have thunk that? Also,
chat. Go ahead, Carl.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, chat pointing out we found the Zeus Gauntlet in Mist Cave.
Yeah, that will definitely help out as well, especially, and there you go. There's Zoe finding it in the watery pass. So that will definitely help out accessorizing your very powerful canes.
And there's exits in the Kaipo shop. That's actually a big find for this particular team, because all canes means no magic users, means no source of exit. So finding those exits are huge.
Absolutely. The more steps you can save, the better. I mean, that's obvious in any race, but especially a race where, like you said, you have no magic, you have no possibility of being able to warp out, except for your items.
So they're finding a Sylph Summon in that far back chest of the Watery Pass. Be great for Iridia that doesn't appear in the seed.
Yeah, seems to be a running theme here. Sirs and madams not appearing in this seed.
So I wonder whose ultimate gear are we going to come up with first? Which character will we have? Is it going to be, we found the crystal sword, so we're going to find crystal armor, crystal helm, and everything for Cecil first. We're going to find a life staff and white shirts for our white mages first. We're going to find Stardust rods for our black mages.
Well, I was going to say, you're essentially presuming we will find the best stuff for everybody but Kain first.
Pretty much.
It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
Also, chat agreeing with me from an earlier comment I made before the stream started of the ultimate champion is the person who gives Kain MP.
Fair. If we can find any Soma drops, they are not available in your local shops, so you will have to locate them the hard way.
As standard, I believe Soma drops might be for sale down in the underground.
I was under the impression that they're not in any shops, but maybe I was misreading flags.
Now, S Pro, it wouldn't be in any shops.
Okay.
No, Xenocat, our tracker, pointing out no apples means no Soma drops as well. So
yeah, I panned back down to the flags, and yeah, no Soma drops. So, yep, like I said, you have to find them the hard way. All right, looks like we have an exploding Mom Bomb and Antlion, and we have Ogopogo in, I believe, the back end of the waterfall, if I'm not mistaken, on Twisted Flax's side.
Yep, I do believe that is the waterfall boss, and Twisted Flax saying, nope, I don't want to do this, sorry.
Yeah, nope to the nope rope.
Hey, look, it's an adamant. It's halfway to an Excalibur that no one can use.
Halfway to what we have been so long thinking of as an objective in the Thremus zone, and not so much tonight. Whoopsie.
In the meantime, Zoe climbing up Mount Hobbs finds a Kain facing off with Balbalis. That feels somewhat correct.
Yeah, Kain facing off with his mortal enemy. Well, except himself, I suppose.
So Bad Karma about to find out the news of the Ogo Pogo down here in the waterfall. Will probably be very relieved.
And it looks like Zoe and Harumph are both converging on the antlion treasure troves and the boss there, the exploding mom bomb. So we'll be seeing them both pick up their adamant pretty soon, I would suspect.
Yeah, but this point we're just kind of swapping places. Bad Karma having completed antlion, going straight to Hobbs. Everybody else having doing Hobbs first, going straight to antlion.
It's like these runners know what they're doing or something.
And Bad Karma looks like they're going to take on that Valvalis. Says, hey, I got 3 Canes. I can jump on you to knock you out tornado form. Let's go.
Fair enough. I mean, considering that the jumping Kain is Valvalis' worst nightmare anyhow, seems perfectly poised for that sort of thing.
So I wonder which of our runners will be the first one to have all their Canes off screen at the same time.
Yeah, that would be interesting if you were able to time it up that way.
There we go. Zoe did it there for a second, had both Canes off screen.
Oh, well, hey, there you go. You mentioned it and it happens. Perfect.
So Bad Karma got through the Valvalis, picked up the XP there, which is not a bad thing. That's a good, quick infusion of XP, especially for a party of 3 Cain. So Zoe and Harumph almost identically through the Mom Bomb, Flax in the Mom Bomb fight, and Bad Karma heading up into Fabul.
Indeed. So we're going to get ourselves our first look at the Fabul defense.
I'm going to take a quick shop check first. Hey, other ones, we can refill Kane's MP when he uses it.
Perfect. Takes care of all of our runners' needs. Looks like Bad Karma is selling the farm to probably get a hold of some of those star veils.
It's not a bad idea. Also picking up a couple Thor Rages, because you never know when you might find a bad Kanazo or Odin.
Yeah, let's... oh boy, yeah, no kidding. Oh, hi, Mute Knives.
Ooh, and Poison Axes. Those are nice to find there for Fabul.
So, everybody go shop at Fabul for your Cyber Monday deals.
To answer a question in chat, yes, this is the weekly race. It is titled There's One Cain Among Us. It is all Cains all the time, or see only Cain, as Pixel Tamer is wisely putting out in chat.
Yeah. Oops, all Cains.
And that is a Pale Dim here attacking Fabul. That's going to be a very easy fight. No worrying about slow, because you can just jump and attack him that way.
Yep. So you won't have to worry about counters that way, and just jump them to oblivion. Should be a pretty easy fight, I think, for all of our runners.
And we see Twisted Flax is about to start. Well, going to finish heading shot. This is going to start with the wolf fight. Zoe's finishing it. Harumph Bad Karma is still in the middle of there. Haven't seen too much divergence as of yet this seed. Everyone's kind of betraying the same direction.
Yeah, that's understandable.
We got a Cat Claw. It's the best weapon for Yang that we'll never find.
Hey, perfect. Looks like your prophecy is still going according to form.
So Bad Karma Harumph almost in step there, leaving Fabul. Zoe already out. See where she decides to go next. Twisted Flax about to find a Pale Dim.
Oh, it looks like Zoe is going to go check out the nope rope at the waterfall and probably nope out of it pretty fast, I would suspect, because that is not one of the bosses that we need to take down.
No, but I can guarantee everyone's going to be breathing a sigh of relief seeing that there. And is that a Vanilla Demus I just saw?
I believe so, yeah. I'm trying to, I guess internet was catching up, yeah, because last I saw was Zoe noping out of the waterfall, and then suddenly there's a D-Mist.
Yeah, I believe. I know we've been having a lot. Twitch has been having issues today, in and of itself. So,
Yay, Twitch.
Yeah, but that was a Vanilla Demus that Zoe found, and turning that in immediately for a hook. That could be our underground access.
It very well could, yeah. Let's see, we've got, I believe, Baron Inn and Ordeals are the remaining checks that I can think of.
That's correct. And right now I'm kind of hoping for an evil wall at King Queen Evelyn.
Okay, you were listening a little too much to that practice seed that I had. Quit it.
To answer your question, chat, yeah, Zoe's stream just kind of blinked forward because Twitch being Twitch, we're having some slight connectivity issues, but we are getting everything behind the scenes taken care of as quickly and as bestly we can. And I said, we'll point out if we miss anything, we'll try to point it out to you as soon as we see it. Ooh, Blizzard Spears here in Mist Weapon Shop.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Flax going up Hobbs, going to take on that Valvalis. Again, that's a great infusion of XP, especially early game right here.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, looks like Zoe is going to go ahead and head into Baron. Saves outside of Baron and then decides not to go into Baron. Interesting.
I think they're going to do Ordeals first, basically kind of face check the bosses and the key item, and if it's not, the key item is nothing needed, probably reset back out.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So, yeah. Just good old setting up a good old save scum if necessary.
Exactly. No Cecil, no Tella, no real need to do Ordeals. It's just going to be 3 boss checks. If Karate's not up here and the key item is a bust, reset back. You're already at Baron Inn.
Yep.
And by bust, I mean if it's like a Legend Sword, a Spoon, or a Pinktail, probably reset.
Boy, I was going to say, we're not in Thremus zone when you're calling the Legend Sword a bust.
Oh, it could actually be the Crystal. That would be hilarious if the Crystal was up here, you reset out of it, because I would laugh.
Yeah.
Xeno kept pointing out Sand Ruby's probably a bust as well. I would agree. Hey, look, it's everyone's favorite floating eye monster.
Hey, how's it going?
This is actually not that bad a spot for it. It's going to be a little bit fast, but Jumping Kain should be able to take it down before they die.
Yeah. Yeah, with good weaponry on it, I think it should be at least reasonably manageable. Uh-oh.
Yep, just enough.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that front Kain was on 0 when he made the jump, and just enough damage. And that's a free back attack.
Oh, hello. How's it going, guys? I think Bad Karma will be quite happy to find Vanilla D-Mist here.
Ooh, Harumph having to take a reset to that plague.
Oh, yeah. Understandable. And Zoe squeaked it out just in time, but it's definitely, if the plague goes a little too fast, and Kain is naturally a fast character, that timer can run down a little more quickly than you might expect.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where Flax and Bad Karma having 3 Kains opposed to 2 is actually going to help them.
Yeah, because you can get more jump power in the air and be able to have a better chance of taking down Plague before those counts go off.
Yeah, Flax got through that without losing a single Kain. Takes the safety save, doesn't want to go through that again. Finds the King Queen Evelyn. Meanwhile, Zoe is through. And we're about to find out what is up on the mountain tonight. That's required.
Oh, yep, absolutely.
That's Dark Imps. That's actually a pretty decent fight here, even with only 2 Kains. And we actually, if I remember right, we found an Hourglass 2 in Water Repass if we need it, but don't think we do.
Yeah, doesn't look like Zoe needs it. She's just pushing through, and I mean, especially in this spot, since pretty much any boss that's here is going to be pretty easy with the low HP and what have you. Yeah, no need to waste that Hourglass on a quick fight like this.
Yeah, but thankfully, Harumph and Twisted Flax right on Zoe's tail is going to find out that required ordeals. This could be a trip-up spot for a lot of runners, though, because, again, no Cecil, no Tella. What's the point in doing this?
Right. I see on Bad Karma's side, we're about to see the Baron N check, and I figure all the other runners are going to be quite quick on it as well.
Yeah, worst case scenario for Bad Karma right here is going to be a Magma Key, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because Magma Key here, and you don't even bother doing ordeals. Even if you go find a vanilla Demus and get the hook, you're just like, nope, that's not worth it. We're not doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you've got so many other places to check, the idea of going through all those boss fights is not the most appealing in the world.
So that's Mylon and friends in the front spot, Mylon Z in the back spot.
So essentially we went to ordeals and exported the bosses over to Baron N. Got it.
It's Mylon into Mylon, except you don't have to walk across the bridge to get to him this time. But that spot's so slow, and Kain jumps so hard that Mylon Z had no chance. And that's required.
Okay. Well, then.
The only key item we're looking for now is going to be the package.
Yeah, exactly. And it looks like everybody gets to go and have themselves some fun on the hook route.
Yeah, because that's already item check. So yeah, it's going to be confirmed hook seed. Though, if I'm Bad Karma, I go turn that pass in immediately, especially since there's no Z fight. I just go get that objective out of the way.
Yeah. I can see that. Don't forget, make sure not to forget about that objective.
Oh, that's a cursed ring in the Mysidia or armor shop.
And that is going to be especially good for anchoring purposes in this case, because with Kain being such a fast character, certain bosses can be slightly painful if you don't have any anchoring in place, such as Evil Wall. And so having a curse ring definitely makes that at least a little bit easier.
So I want to point out on Harump's side, if you didn't see it, Harump named Tella Imposter. So at the end of that cutscene, it said all imposters have learned Medio.
Oh dear. It makes sense with the theme. Go, Harump, go.
Alright, so Zoe taking on their Mylons. Twisted Flax just got through the Mylons, gets to pass. Now, Flax has not checked Vanilla Demus yet. So, there they go, right straight to it. Gonna get the bad news of the hook seed.
Yeah, I was about to say, you jinxed them into it. You were saying it, and then there they went. So you're doing pretty well on the predictive calls here tonight.
Oh, it also doesn't hurt that Flax has. This is the only check they had left to do. They've done everything else. So
That's fair.
Karma taking an unfortunate wipe to that play, even with 4 Canes having to go back into that fight.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see, but hopefully the count will work out for them this time. They'll be able to get those Canes in the air to take Plague down quickly this time.
Yep. Zoe gets her pass. Harumph gets Soldier's Ball into a deep ravine. Bad Karma taking on that count again, and Twisted Flax picking up the hook. Hey, look, a wind spear from one of the pots in Mist. That's nice for a Kain.
Yeah.
Not really good, but nice.
Hey, I mean, if you haven't been able to find anything better, which I would suspect they have found at least a couple of them better, but if you're trying to outfit lots and lots of Cains, then you need all the help you can get.
Zoe making a beeline straight into Dampseen Castle to raise the hovercraft, designed to that hook route. Meantime, Bad Karma is through King Queen Evelyn in the back attack spot. It's going to throw them off the mountain, pick up his Luca key. And Harumph finds the Vanilla D-Mist. So at this point, we know for a fact it is... Ooh, that's a Dwarfax in that... Aggard weapon shop. That's a huge pickup.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Because your Dwarf Axe can give you the ability to back row Kain, if I remember correctly.
It is the only way to back row Kain. Well, only non-glitch specific way.
Right, yeah.
There's Cured 3s, Elixirs, and Hourglasses if I saw that shop right there in Evelyn.
Well, I did just see a piece of crystal equipment on Zoe's screen.
Well, Zoe found the Staleman chest immediately, so was able to full clear the rest of this. Finds a nice tiara for a female character we're never going to find. Finds a nice black sword for that DKC that we won't ever get. There's a nice claw.
Again, everything for characters. Everything for characters not appearing in this seed.
I could outfit Yang with 2 ice claws. Ooh, Artemis arrows. Crystal helm. All right, so who do you think our character down here is going to be?
I don't know. I mean, we've seen Kain and Kain and Kain and Kain. I don't know. Who else is left on the list?
I think there's Kain, and then there's Kain, I believe. But we haven't seen Kain in so long.
Hey, we found Kain!
And that is Dr. Cutscene in the Ruby spot. That's actually not very threatening at all.
Right.
In the meantime, Bad Karma gets his hook from that D-Mist, Twisted Flax raising the hovercraft, Harumph doing some last-minute shopping, all 3 of them about to join Zoe down in the underground, or at least in the Elven Cave. Ooh, an Assassin Dagger. That's actually a pretty nice pickup, because that's something Kain can equip, and can take care of some pretty sweet bosses pretty easily with that. Also, I really like what Zoe just did, equipping the Ruin Axe on Kain. Ruin Axe is a mage killer, so find those mad ogres, that Kain's going to rip through them.
And just as you mentioned it, there's the chest.
And Zoe actually using the hourglass to stop them too. I like this idea.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you've got it, it's a good play, especially because these Mad Ogres, like you said, because they are mages, you can go ahead and just clock them with that rune axe. And see, there you go. There's that damage coming from back row Kain, just slaughtering them. So we're going to get some pretty good experience here, especially if we can get life glitches, which are allowed on this seed. So definitely get that in, and you've got yourself a whole heaping helping of XP waiting for you.
Bad Karma doing a little bit more looting Castle Eblin. I saw he picked up a dragon whip. That'd be great for Rydia if she was in the seed.
Yeah, did I just see a Gungnir as well? I did.
I like what Zoe's doing here, also leaving that one Kain down, probably for the purpose of having an anchor, just in case something very, very mean shows up.
Right.
And that's a white sphere. Are you kidding me?
Well, I was going to say, I guess our equipment problems, or at least our weapon problems anyway, are pretty much solved.
And chat pointing out they think Bad Karma might have just picked up an Avenger, which would be absolutely amazing for this team.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Even if we don't have a Z fight to fight, we still got some nasty bosses that can definitely use a good heaping helping of Berserk Kain. Yeah, our restream helper Neil Bari pointing out we are having a very spirited discussion. Yes, I agree. Chad is very much on point tonight.
Yeah, they keep poking us with the end of their pole to make sure we see what's going on.
I mean, which is definitely helpful because, I mean, you know, you got all these Kains running around. We could definitely take a few sharp sticks to the eye and not notice.
So Harumph took on the Staleman fight, only picked up a big bomb, and it exits back out. Might be going to pick up some curative items. Bad Karma is still taking on some trap chests down here in Castle Eblin. Again, not a bad idea considering you want some either good loot or at least something you can sell. That's an Octomam at King Queen Eblin.
I was about to say hello, Octomammoth.
That's
very.
It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the best.
Yeah, we might. There we go.
Yeah, Zoe's through immediately. As soon, all she needed was a little bit of luck to get that moon veil off, and this fight's now free.
Yep.
Oh, Chad, I hope we're not betraying you with all the puns.
Well, meantime, I think I exhausted my. I was gonna say I exhausted my good pun earlier, so you guys can keep at it.
Yeah, no, I'm nowhere near the level of Baka Shinobi or the Greenleaf effect, so I'm at the end of my puns as well. Anyway, Twisted Flax is the only person currently on our restream with a full party of 5 Kains. We've got Zoe and Bad Karma, I believe, with 4 each, as well as Harumph with 4.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see if they decide they want to pick up that 5th Kain anytime soon, or if they're just going to sort of leave it. Possibly, I mean, the need for an anchor is not quite so great in this seed as it would be in a more regular seed, but I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how they end up playing this.
I'm trying to figure out which one each of them hasn't picked up. Because I know Zoe did not pick up the one from Hobbs. Harumph, I believe, did. Was that a Murasame I just saw him pick up?
I mean, I've seen one or two of them in the seed, so I wouldn't be at all surprised.
I don't believe Bad Karma has dove into Ebla and picked up that Kain yet. And I think Harumph probably hasn't gone all the way down yet either. So that's probably the one they're missing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So Zoe is heading into the Luge fight here in just a second. Just a quick recap for those of you just joining us. We started with a Kain. Kain was our second character. Matter of fact, all the characters are Kain. But our starting key item was a crystal sword, to which a lot of people were very upset about, but we left.
Hey, great money.
By Karma getting a Masabune from that trap chest.
Again, great money for Sir not appearing in this seed.
Again, I know at this point, Bad Karma is going to be the last of our restreamed featured runners to get down into Ebon Cave. But doing this check and getting some of these items, like that samurai armor, the Avenger we think that he picked up, those are going to be huge in regards to equipment pickups and weapon pickups for this seed. Because trying to outfit 5 Kains, a little bit rough.
Yeah, just a smidge. I mean, we do know that there are Blizzard Spears available in a shop. But yeah, you still want to be looking for Gungnir's or White Spears, and we've found a couple of those, but not quite enough to make it easy to equip Kain. So yeah, you put that Avenger on your best swinging Kain and just go to town on a fair number of the bosses. It will be definitely useful.
In the meantime, Twisted Flax unfortunately taking a wipe against that Octomam. I'm not sure if they picked up that Moonveil. I don't remember where exactly Zoe found it.
Well, I did see Harumph actually pick up one in the Eblin, leading up through the rest of the Eblin cave, so I suspect that's where Zoe got it as well.
Possibly. And I wonder if Twisted Flax didn't bother looting, if they just kind of ran down.
Yeah, they may very well have. Like you were mentioning earlier, with Zoe finding the Staleman fight so quickly, she knew that, hey, everything else is wide open. Just go ahead and grab everything you can. But without that knowledge, I could definitely understand just sprinting through the cave.
Yeah. So Rumpf on their way in Upper Eblin, on their way down. The real fight has started for Zoe. Flax working through this Octoman. Looks like they're having a little bit better time of it right now. And by Karma taking on the Staleman chest.
You say Twisted Flax having a bit of a better time of it, and then Octoman promptly takes down 2 of his party members, now a 3rd. So only 1 Kain left, and oh boy.
This might be another wipe, unfortunately.
Yeah, that lack of a Moonveil on Twisted Flax's end is not helping at all.
And in the meantime, Zoe, in the second form of the fight, is trying to come up with a little bit of a problem. Has 1 Kain asleep, 2nd Kain down, and then her anchor Kain still just lying on the floor. So Zoe making a quick adjustment, getting a Star Veil up on that center Kain. That's going to reflect the beam and the emissions, preventing those damage. Unfortunately, it does not reflect the sleep, so that Kain is now taking a nap.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's definitely unfortunate.
Well, thankfully, it does Luge's script does heal your party, so wakes him back up immediately.
Yeah. I admit it's been a very, very long time since I've played the vanilla game, so I have to admit I don't quite remember why in the script Luge goes, "Oh, by the way, I'm going to heal you now."
I know it has something to do with Luge poisoning you in the beginning of the second fight, but other than that, I don't know.
Okay.
But
Well,
Zoe is through. That's an evil wall at the top of the tower.
oh dear. Well, at least we know where it is.
Well, all honesty, evil wall there is not that bad. That's not a very high physical spot. Evil wall doesn't use any magic, so no worries on that front. More annoying than anything else because it's fast enough but weak enough where it'll get to crush phase, and you just kind of have to play battle of attrition, attack, heal, attack, or attack life, attack life, attack life.
Yeah. And chat giving me all sorts of nice reasons why Luge would heal you. So I appreciate it, everybody.
Looks like Zoe might be wanting to pop that star bell that they found. Get some quick levels. Or not star bell, siren. You know what I meant.
I was about to say, I don't think popping a star bell would do them any good here.
I have one siren, one coffin, that's one egg scrambled, and some quick infusion of XP. Meantime, Twisted Flax did get through that Octomam, is in the first phase of the Luge fight. Zoe throwing conventional Wizards of the Wind going straight to Dwarf Castle. Looks like they're just going to do a shop check though.
Well, those illusions are a nice find.
If I saw illusions and mute bells, mute bells would be nice if you want to attempt to do warlocks down in the LST.
Yeah, absolutely. Just get those guys muted, and all they do is spit script at you.
So at this point, we've defeated Demas. Karate is the only boss we're looking for. Where do you want to find Karate?
Where do I want to find Karate? I mean, I don't know. Because you're looking at, of course, we already know that he's not at the top tower, so that's out. I would say you'd probably want to find him. You'd want to find him at, say, second dwarf boss. That would be pretty much easy peasy. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure how. I have a feeling Karate at the bottom of Sealed Cave would be more than a little nasty, so I don't know about that.
Well, Sealed Cave is not too bad. The kicks would be a pain in the rear end, especially without a AoE healing, but the physical attack wouldn't be too bad.
Okay.
No, right now, I think the worst places left for him is going to be the Ribbon Room, Cave Bahamut, or Element Spot.
Yeah. Yeah, all of those, I think, would keep you up at night.
It looks like Zoe is going to go ahead and dive Sealed Cave, get this out the way.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's an objective. Go ahead and peek it. If you need more levels, then you know, and you can just reset back out at the top. But that knowledge in and of itself will be nice to see. And trapdoors.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you thought this was going to be a quick walk down, oh no, trapdoors are still on. You've still got to go through all of them.
Womp, 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 womp. Yep, in this seed, you cannot turn the trapdoors off with encounters being off, so you gotta go hard after the big swinging gate coming at you.
Zoe lost 3 Canes, but does finally get a Starville up on the last one. Trapdoor is going to cast Disrupt. Disrupt's going to reflect off, hit itself, kill itself, and we're through our first door.
And let the pseudo grind begin.
In the meantime, we have Twisted Flax already on the second phase of Lugae. We've got Harumph dealing with this Octomam, and Bad Karma setting up for this Octomam. This Trapdoor just not liking Zoe very much. Keeps going after the one king that does not have a Starville up.
Oh dear. Yeah, that is unfortunate placement for Zoe. So those life potions are going up fairly quickly.
Going to get through it this time. Still only has the 1 extra cane up though. I know they wanted to have multiple canes up to get multiple EXP, but...
Right. Yeah, that's understandable. At the very least, I mean, one of the canes was different this time, so distribute that experience a little bit more across the board, at least as best as you're able in a situation where the door just refuses to cooperate with you.
Yeah. Meantime, Flax gets through, finds the pitfall. It's going to be our second featured runner underground. Meanwhile, both Harumph and Bad Karma entering into the Lugae fight all at the same time.
Oh, nice timing.
I believe Zoe has one more trapdoor to deal with, and then they'll be into the crystal room.
I guess because I've only been playing this since the beginning of the 3-miss zone, and I didn't do a whole lot of trapdoor grinds. Of course, even then, it's a grind that you can turn on and off. I had actually forgotten that the trapdoor was at the crystal room itself.
Yep, every single door in Sealed Cave is a trapdoor. So if you have trapdoors on, or if you have your encounters off and you try to open a door in the Sealed Cave, it is trapped.
That's a lot of security, and given what's behind that door in vanilla, it's understandable.
Well, that's a pan down here. That could lead us to our package that we need.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a key item worth hanging on to, because you've got a variety of checks that come out of it. So Zoe is able to get through and is able to get some experience on her canes with that trapdoor grind. So levels are looking pretty good right now.
All right, let's see who's defending that pan today. That's an orb. Also, Flax checking our Jaw Dwarf. Emergency Management Specialist, I believe, was what I saw.
Yeah, chat. I noticed chat caught part of it, so.
Yeah, I caught it at the very end. I'm thankful for chat for kind of filling in the words I missed.
Right.
In the meantime, with this particular party, CPU down here is actually probably preferable to anything else you would have found.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, as long as you can make sure to get those jumps targeted so that you don't risk killing both of the front bots Yeah, it should be fine because you can keep them up with the jump. You can make sure if you have enough healing potions, you're good to go to keep the Mazer at bay.
Only 15,000 on the main orb, and you can jump the Mazers half the time, and you just have to stop. Maybe once you get down to only about 2 Mazers left before you die, toss a cure 2, and then just start jumping again.
Yeah. And I noticed the Kains are doing in the neighborhood of about 2,000 to 3,000 damage, so that's not all that much really at all.
Yeah, 6 or 7 jumps on the main orb should take care of it. Of course, I say that, and then we have one for only about 900 damage.
Yeah, we were just looking at the good Kains, apparently, when we were calculating damage.
Meantime, Flax going straight to Feymarch. Gonna loot down there and see what we've got over here. Also, I want to point out, I do like to play from Zoe completing the objective first, because that gives the pan, which means only 1 trip to the sealed cave is going to be needed. Whereas anyone else who does normal routing, which is Feymarch into Sylph Cave, is going to have to make 2 dips.
Right. Yeah, Zoe's play definitely paid out some serious dividends, as you're mentioning, chat's mentioning. So it is working out very well, especially with a very doable CPU fight. Yeah, it's paying off as very clearly the right move here.
Just a ribbon from the Feymarch freebie. Bad Karma managed to get through Luge. Harumph unfortunately took a wipe, having to take a second shot.
Yeah, that Luge fight can be nasty if you don't get the Star Bells up in the second half. It's hopefully Harumph will be able to triumph this time and perhaps say Harumph as he falls through the trapdoor.
And Twisted Flax finding the Holy Grail of shops. That is only Bacchus for sale in the Feymarch.
Well, that's helpful if you need to berserk.
In the meantime, Zoe is through the CPU. It's going to complete objective number 1, complete the sealed cave, and just has to walk it back out. Hey, there's our karate in the worst possible spot.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts.
Code Possum in chat, that is gross. That is the Leviathan spot, which is tied for the highest physical attack in the game. And karate is going to punch, and punch hard.
So, we haven't found any more moon veils, have we?
Not that I've seen.
And I don't think moon veils would help against the kick anyway, correct?
Moon veils would not help against the kick. The kick, though, would be manageable. The kicks would only give about 200 to 300 damage. It's those punches that are going to hurt.
Yeah. But as Chad is pointing out, we did find those illusions in Dwarf Castle, and oh boy, are they going to come in handy now.
Yep, illusions, or hope you find some sirens somewhere and Pink Puff grind for an adamant armor.
Well, if I read the flags correctly, I don't believe there are any adamants tonight.
You're correct. No adamants are on, but I think there's actually a bug where you can still get one from a Pink Puff if you're lucky.
If I remember correctly, you would have to be extremely lucky to get that.
Yeah, it's like a 1 in 64 chance. And yeah.
Buena suerte.
As Colin pointing out, it's not a bug, it's an intended feature.
Of course it's just a feature.
The Flax is making a valiant attempt at it through here. I mean, yeah, using those Bacchus lines you picked up, berserking up Kain's, trying to clog the queue to prevent the karate from taking the action.
Interesting. Yeah, let's see if it works out. Or as they say in the business, it's a bold play, Cotton.
But we're not in the Ocho tonight. We're in the remake.
We are one short of the Ocho, aren't we? Oh, rats. Well, yeah, okay. I try. I know my meme game is weak, but hey, I'm gonna still try to level it up anyway.
Oh, that's Flax down to one Berserk Kain left. I don't see this ending very well. Yep, there goes.
Ooh, yipes.
Meantime, Zoe about to find out the bad news.
Oh boy.
Alright, so I think we need to start keeping a tally in chat. How many times Karate wins over our runners? So right now, Karate is 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
And Zoe, with only 4 characters, going to take on that Karate. That's a little interesting.
Oh, looks like we've got some illusions on the table, so that will definitely help. Yeah, 1 illusion. Well, actually, I think she had 5, so 1 illusion for each Kain, and then 1 left over. Well, now 2 left over. Or maybe I'm miscounting. Never mind.
Yeah, but that Karate is fast, as you see, getting about 1.5 actions into any one action your Kain's going. And that is very quickly 2-0 Karate. Actually, 3-0 is Flax takes a wipe there as well.
Yep, I was about to say 3-0.
But we have Rubicante in the Ashura spot. That's actually not too terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty manageable.
Yeah, leg here, as long as you don't physically attack, you won't ever see the fire counters. Glare is only a single target attack, so only have to worry about taking out 1 character each go round. Tossing the Silk Web on back armor side, that is actually a heads up move. Slow that Rubicante down and just jump to your heart's content.
Yep. Yeah, definitely good thinking on Karma's part. And I was admittedly about to ask, because Zoe went over and opened up the underground. I was about to ask if the pan had already been applied, but then she went back over to the Sylph Cave, and so I got my answer.
Yep. In the meantime, Harumph gets through Lugae, so we've lost our featured runners underground. But it's not going to be very far behind everybody else, because that Karate is going to be a sticking point for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's everybody's going to be bashing their heads against Yang tonight, I'm afraid.
Well, speaking of, Zoe is bashing Yang with the pan. Let's see what the Sylph gives us. Hey, it's a Sand Ruby. Could be another Kain there?
Possibly.
So at this point, the only key item we need is the package. Because we've got the Luca key, we've got the pass, we've defeated D-Mist, we know where Karate is. All we need is a package.
And if Zoe happens to find it here on the pan check, I have a feeling chat will explode and galaxy brains will be everywhere.
To answer your question, chat, sirens are not available in this seed. You can find them in chests, you cannot buy them. Oh, that's music.
Oh, well then.
Music and tower key. That's 2 more key item checks.
Well, have fun. By the way, I will point out, if I am reading my flags correctly, as a slight correction, I do not see the no sirens in shops ticked, so I think they are available. We just haven't seen them.
You're right. I was thinking apples.
Understandable. I mean, they are right next to each other in the list, so it's definitely an easy thing to see or unsee.
That's a huge pickup for... Well, no, it's not, because there's no adamant. Never mind.
Oh.
That was a pigtail. I was like, oh, that's an adamant armor. That can be... No, never mind. No adamant armors.
Womp womp.
Meantime, Zoe going back and going to take on the Valvalis.
I am admittedly a little curious as to this.
Maybe we finally decide they want that 5th Kain.
But they have 5 Kains.
Well, they just picked up the 5th one from this fight.
Oh, yeah, fair. Okay. I keep forgetting that you get the character before the fight and not after.
And Karma, seeing the problem of a karate, is going to take it on. Ooh, it's strength rings in the Feymarch armor shop.
Oh, that's nice. All right, so karate is what, 4-0 against our runners right now? Because I think Twisted Flax just took another wipe.
Yeah, I believe that is correct. Karate 4, runners 0.
Well, I mean, they did make... Well, no, they made, what, 5 Karate Kid movies? So we're almost up to that count.
So he goes and grabs the fresh cane and a curse ring. Going to make sure she has the best possible anchor for his karate fight.
Yeah, that's definitely understandable.
Also, we are now Karate 5, runner 0, as Bad Karma takes away.
Oh, dear. So, yeah, we are about to approach Cobra Kai territory. We've got, I believe, 2 seasons of Cobra Kai. So, or is there just 1 season or 2? I forget.
As I have not watched it, I do not know.
Oh, it's good.
Zoe looks like they are going to take on, with that tower key, the Tower of Bevel. We'll see if she decides to take on the evil wall at the top and the tower key, or does a Penguinator special.
Interesting.
Meanwhile, Harup, seeing the karate, and just stands there for a second and is like, no. So, earlier when I was talking about with those mute bells and doing warlocks down in the LST, that's really looking like a very good option right now if we can find that darkness crystal.
Yeah, I agree. Especially because karate is doing us no favors.
Oh, I just saw something very, very rude.
Uh-oh.
What if the darkness crystal is behind that karate?
You are rude.
Well, if we find some other sirens, there's coffins in the Tomra shop, so we can use those to take care of eggs or lesser enemies if we need to. Meantime, Twisted Flax finding Ashura as the front boss in Dwarf Castle.
And it looks like Zoe is taking on Evil Wall and finding Evil Wall to, as you guys in chat mentioned earlier, not quite be as bad as in other potential spots, like, say, the King Queen Evelyn spot, had it been there.
Now, looks like the wall is doing about 200 to 300 damage a pop. A little bit harrowing with no AoE healing, but as long as you can top off with a cure 2 every once in a while, should be fine. Again, the harder part of this fight is going to be when we get the crush phase, trying to make sure you're liked up between each crush.
Yeah. Now, it looks like Twisted Flax has taken down Ashura, and we're about to see what awaits us in the second dwarf spot. Oh, hi there.
Oh, Wyvern. We had Witchburn on, which is the switch of flag to Mega Nuke to just any random attack. Wyvern used Hold. Unfortunately, the magic attack here is so horrible, it missed. Yeah, our tracker Xenocat pointing out hold could have been very, very bad in this situation, but thankfully, no magic means missed fight or missed spell, so able to get through that. Flax is through. Will show us what's there. Speaking of, I just want to shout out again our restreamer Nairobi, our tracker Xenocat, working behind the scenes, making sure keep us straight on everything. Definitely give them a follow. They are great people, as well as my co-commentator Karan. Thank you for being here with me tonight.
Ah, de rien. You're the one doing all the hard work. I'm just sitting here and making quips based off of what you're saying. So thank you very much.
Okay, well, first off, Stardust Rod for Twisted Flax and Dwarf. With Zoe taking a wipe to the wall, Wall managed to knock down her second to last Kain and then crush the last one immediately thereafter.
Ooh.
Bad timing.
Yipes.
But immediately goes in and equips a ribbon on one Kain. Ribbon's going to help protect against Crush. So at least one Kain will survive when we get to Crush phase, as long as that Kain is still alive when we get to the Crush phase.
Right.
To answer your question, chat, which one makes it a random spell from the pool? Anything that any other monster could cast is castable under Witchburn. So you could see Wyvern cast Explode. They could cast Fission. They could cast Retreat, which is what the Kaipo General does. They could cast Cure 4, which is what Ashura does. It could even be a Hug. It could even be a Big Bang. Also, Hump getting lucky and the hold missing.
We'll see in a moment whether Karma is as fortunate, because Asura just went down on his side.
In the meantime, Flax is in Sealed Cave taking on the trapdoor.
And is not able to take the trapdoor down quite quickly enough, so we have ourselves a Manticore in its place.
That's actually kind of preferable. Honesty.
Yeah, you go from having a character or a monster being able to instant death you to one that just tries to burn you with a little bit of fire.
So Harumph got away without being held. Let's see if Bad Karma can get through. Got a single rail up, but unfortunately, Wyvern is not susceptible to hold, so just kind of bounces and does nothing.
Oh well, same difference, just needing some star bells to do it, I suppose.
Zoe picks up the spoon. We can have a spoon word in a different seat.
Womp womp.
Also, I do love the Stardust Rod from Dwarf Castle. It just makes me laugh as well.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that shot. That was ninja swords. That was light swords. Look, there's ninja robes and sorcerer robes. Dwarf Castle has all the goods for the characters we don't have.
The illusions certainly work.
Zoe finding the Maggot Sisters as the boss in the cannon room.
And promptly quakes them into oblivion.
Yeah, kind of sad. I was kind of hoping for a Golbez there.
Ha ha ha.
I think my two favorite things for the cannon room is Golbez or All Gauntlet, just because All Gauntlet, you get the Gauntlet sprites, so you get the Gauntlet powers. Whereas Golbez, you had to sit through the whole cutscene to get through it. Our Richard and Rory pointing out Mob Bomb is pretty good there too because of the extra 9,000 HP.
Yeah, I was actually just about to mention Mom Bomb, so Neobari just beat me to actually saying it.
Zoe through is walking out of the tower. We'll find out very shortly what we get. Twisted Flax is down to the last door. And Bad Karma coughing up a single siren. Or two sirens, apparently add two. It's a Baron key. That's another rabbit hole.
I was going to say, and here we go.
I like the decision here from Zoe. Going ahead, taking on Dwarf Castle, hasn't done it yet. We know, unfortunately, it's only going to be a Stardust Rod. But since the flag type is a bad luck, that door turned into a yellow dragon. Flax picks up his pan. He's going to do some inventory management. To answer your question, chat, I don't believe we've seen silk webs for sale. At least I haven't. It's possible that I missed it, though.
I have not noticed them either.
So at this point, the Baron Key and the Twin Harp. Twin Harp from Sheila 1, I believe, and then Baron Key from Tower are the only two chain items left that we need to see. Everything else has already been seen with the exception of that karate.
Yeah, on that, I mean, if you're looking at that in terms of the what would you do first, it's easily Baron because you've got, you find the item there. It also opens up possibly the Odin Throne check. Music, obviously, you could do as well. It just, I think, you kind of have a little bit more that you could possibly do with Baron at this point.
Yeah, I think I would go Baron first because you can take on regular sword and the Odin spot, and then go Twin Heart. And then at that point, decide, if I still don't have package, I still don't have Darkness Crystal, then go back down and say, okay, how am I going to get through this karate?
Yeah.
Zoe getting through Wyvern before the hold could even go off. Well done.
Yeah, nicely done. Looks like Harumph is going after Karate Man and tossing up all the illusions in the world. So we'll see if this helps. Hopefully it will. Although Karate Man's awfully fast.
Tracker pointing out, hold actually did go off, but again, missed since Golbez's spot, no magic.
Ooh.
And that's another wipe.
Yep. So 6-0. Yep, 6-0.
Imposters are not having a good night tonight.
No. So we're through the first season of Cobra Kai. We're coming up on the second. Let's see if Karate Man can beat all of the Karate Kids, or if we can see a triumph at some point soon.
And Zoe heading straight to Baron, saying, I'm not ready for that Karate Man yet. Let's go do some more checks, find this package, find hopefully a Darkness Crystal. Because right now it feels like going and grinding on the moon is going to be preferable to anything else.
Yeah.
Harumph taking a little bit of different approach. It's going to toss that Moon Veil on that top Kain. It's not going to protect him from the kicks. We'll protect him from the hits.
No, I was going to say, as long as that Kain can keep himself healed, then yeah, it should be doable. It'll obviously take more than a little bit of time, but it should still be doable.
Yeah, it's a situation where you do not want to Bacchus here with that Kain. Oh, just did though.
I was about to say, and you said it, and it happened.
The only way I'd Bacchus here with that Kain would be if I had a Drain Sword on him.
Yeah.
That's a situation where Moonveil, Drain Sword, Bacchus, Kain, yes. Because then he'll heal himself with every hit. But other than that, these other Kains aren't going to survive long enough to be able to toss Cure 3s before that Karate takes him down. Anytime Twisted Flax going to pick up his Baron, or not Baron Key, Tower Key for that Shielded 2 check. I'll give Harumph credit. Right now, still got 3 Kains alive.
Yeah. Those illusions are doing some good work and making sure to keep that top Kain healed. So it's working out pretty well. If he can get that illusion back up on the middle Kain, then obviously it can continue. So yeah, definitely making a good effort of it. I applaud the tenacity and the sheer, I guess, chutzpah that it takes to be able to try to pull this play.
In the meantime, on the Baron Throne tonight, we had 6 dolls in a trench coat.
Well, it's good that we exposed their deception then, isn't it?
Well, I mean, considering they had a giant water monster in Leviathan holding down the Viking spot.
Well, I guess they had I guess they had their own power that we couldn't see if they could get a big old monster like Leviathan to do their dirty work for them.
Yeah, Harumph seems to have a pretty good rhythm going here. You know, Flax is taking a nap down in the Fame Arch. Might be making another attempt at this karate.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, I can't think of any other reason why he'd be healing here at Fey March. Yeah, gonna go save. Looks like we do have another confrontation on Flax's end coming up.
Meantime, Zoe is through the dolls, is about to find out what's hiding in the Baron trash can. But first, hey look, another Kain.
What? No way.
And Harumph's got this going pretty well. It's keeping the Kains healed up enough, keeping those illusions on the other 2 Kains. Again, this fight's going to take a while with that single Kain, but, you know, doing good.
Oh! Well, hello, darkness, my old friend.
If I'm Zoe, I'm running up there immediately.
And that looks like that is exactly what's happening.
Yeah, I don't blame Zoe one bit. Go up to the moon, go get some levels, and then come back down and deal with that Kain, or that karate, sorry, with your Kains.
Well, I mean, they would be dealing with Kain, just the good Kain, not the bad Kain.
And as our trackers, kept pointing out, Moonshot could still hold sirens.
That is true. That would be quite something if it did, because then your grind would essentially be confirmed and ready to go.
Flax through karate, brute force, GG's. And that's a vanilla reward.
Oh, ouch. I mean, it's an objective, but still, ouch.
But GG's to Flax getting through that, completing objective number 5.
I gotta admit, I was paying so much attention to Harump's push against karate that I missed Flax's. So, yeah, GG's Flax.
Yeah, Flax went in and just did power overwhelming. Zerked all 5K and just let him go to town and push through.
Yeah.
Sirens on the moon.
Oh, well, there you go. The end. Not quite, but getting there.
So now it's a hunt for the package. And wouldn't it be, I think chat would agree with me, that we all want that package to be behind that twin harp, don't we?
We want music. We want music.
Yeah, but in the meantime, we currently have that twin harp spot, the Baron basement, and the entirety of the moon left.
So, just a few choices.
I see chat throwing out a couple of good suggestions. All Gauntlet, Ogo Pogo with the package, Vigan at Value Cave for the package. Meantime, Flax with that tower key, going to go take on both the Evil Wall at top of tower and then the Magus Sisters in the tower key room. We'll pick up that Baron key, which at this point we know, unless it's behind that twin harp, we know the Baron key is the way you need to go.
And Harump is victorious against Karate Man, so we are now 6-2.
I mean, Karate's going to have a winning record against us, but we could bring it back to where it's only a 6-4.
Yeah.
Meantime, Zoe taking the Sirens Gone to Moon and doing that grind.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like you mentioned, we found the coffins. Now we have the sirens, so they're just easy peasy kills. Don't have to really make any effort at all to scramble those eggs, which is pretty darn nice. Has that middle Kain down as an anchor, so next time Zoe confronts the Karate Man fight, things will be much easier, I would suspect.
Meantime, it looks like Bad Karma is about to make another run at this karate as well.
All right, so can Karma make it 6-3, or is Karate Man going to push through the second season of Cobra Kai?
So it looks like they are done with the grind and about to head on down, take on their attendance karate themselves.
As Chad is pointing out, not only is Zoe getting easy kills, but also those 10 key items sped the process up too.
In the meantime, Harumph, after defeating karate, goes and turns in Sheila 1, picks up the twin harp, has not done Luca Cave yet, so does not know the value of the pan yet. So Rump's going to go ahead and open the pass door.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I like this. Just go ahead, get that objective out of the way.
Yeah, it's fair.
So at this point, we have 2 of our runners with 3 objectives completed, 2 with 2, but those 2 that only have 2 are already on that 3rd objective right now in this karate fight. And just as a reminder to everybody, there are 19 people in this race. We still don't have any finishes here at the hour 20 mark. So that package, wherever it is definitely hiding.
Yeah, absolutely. We are, and I have a feeling all the runners are probably thinking this exact same thing, which is if nobody else is finished yet, then everybody else is having the same problems.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all the runners, upon going to Fame Arts and seeing this karate, is like, this is going to take a while. But Bad Karma's through, makes it 6-3.
GG's to Bad Karma. Have fun with that Leviathan summon.
I mean, that would be a great reward if we had Iridian Seed.
Yeah. Again, a problem with sirs and madams not appearing in this seed.
In the meantime, Zoe looks like she has the karate fight on lock, has 4 Kains still up, 2 of them blinked, making sure to do jumping, making sure to do attacking. Should be able to get through this with no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like just having no issues at all, clogging up the queue and jumping with the back Kains to make sure that they get that extra damage in. Yeah, I think this fight will end pretty quickly.
Meantime, Flax is going to head into Baron, going to end up going through this chain to get that Darkness Crystal. Zoe makes it 6-4. GG, Zoe, and that is karate down for all of our restreamed runners.
All right. GG, Zoe, and congrats to everybody. You have faced the big bad of this seed in a lot of ways, except finding the package, of course.
In the meantime, we do have a first place finisher. Antidale has finished in first place, 1 hour, 25 minutes, 23 seconds. GG to Antidale.
GG's, Antidale.
In the meantime, Harumph working his way through the sealed cave to try to get that objective out the way. Get him just down to that one last objective to burn mist. Bad Karma finishing the sealed cave, going to get the tower key from Sheila 2, and we'll have a decision. Go back to that tower or go to that Twin Harp?
That is a question indeed. We'll see what Karma decides to do. And yeah, it's, of course, obviously the big question now, and we know that at least one of our runners has found the answer, like just not one of the runners on stream, is where is that package? Because like you mentioned Twin Harp, we have all those checks on the moon that we have not yet seen, of course. So, holy Moses. Zoe doing casual quad 9s on the jump against Ruby.
I mean, Blizzard Spear, going to Blizzard Spear.
Yep.
Also, it seems to be just correct as always taking on leg here.
Well, yeah, of course.
Bad Karma is going to give the people what they want, is heading to Cave Magnus.
All right, so we'll have ourselves a nice little ditty in a couple of minutes, and you will get to hear the lilting strains of whatever is on the heart for tonight. Chat speculating that this harp objective could very well have that package, and well, it certainly makes sense, but we will find out in approximately, I'd say, about 60 seconds or so.
Okay, at this point we have Twin Harp, we have Barren Basement, we have K Value, we have Pale Dim, we have Plague, we have D-Lunar, we have Ogopogo Spot, we have Whiteward Spot. But we're going to be quiet and let Edward play his lovely tunes for us. So I believe chat was pointing out that was some FF9 music. I didn't recognize it myself, but I will trust you, chat.
Yeah, it is Final Fantasy IX. It's one of the boss themes in the game.
Hey, Sir Crystal, we can go fight Zeromus now.
Whee! Except not.
In the meantime, we find that Vigan had decided to go hide in the basement after those 6 kids in the trench coat took over the throne.
Man, that must be humbling.
Alright, Scarlet, while you cannot go fight Zeromus in the seed, you can at least go talk to him.
I mean, I'm sure he's a great conversationalist when you don't have to go, murder him or anything.
In the meantime, Harumph has gotten through the sealed cave, is on his way back out after completing objective number 1. Only has objective number 2 left, just like everybody else, trying to find that package.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know you're the vanilla Leviathan? I up you with vanilla Odin.
Well, I was going to say, it looks like the ghost of Dothus is haunting us a little bit this seed.
So at this point, it's on the moon somewhere. Ooh, Harumph had not actually finished Sealed Cave. I thought he had. Oh, he went and saved after the trap door, and then came back.
Yeah, understandable.
In the meantime, Zoe gets through that Vikings, about to pick up the Odin summon, and in the meantime, we do have a second place finisher, Coffee and Chocobos, finishing in second, 1 hour, 32 minutes, 11 seconds. GG's.
GG CNC.
And Zoe's going to give us a reply to music before she goes to the moon.
And doing a swag black chocobo fly over from Baron to do it.
In the meantime, Bad Karma is taking on that evil wall at the top of the tower. Rump still fighting through that CPU. And Flax is in K value, about to show us who the first boss is here.
So I guess the question then is, does K value have value tonight?
Oh, that's a free fight at the very least.
That's true. Toss a couple of those coffins around, throw an hourglass there, or well, one of those coffins actually, and you're pretty much you're gravy.
Twisted Flax not even caring about XP anymore, just could have taken a chance of life glitch. That officer says, nope, I'm good on XP. We'll be quiet for a second and let Edward play us some tunes again. K value living up to its name tonight. So in the meantime, as I mentioned right at the very beginning, K value, having the value, that was the package. Flax turns in the pass, completes objective number 3, about to head to Mist, complete objective number 2. Meantime, we did have a third place finisher, Flurry 14. Hour, 34 minutes, 30 seconds, 2 Gs. I wouldn't be surprised to see Twisted Flax here in just a second. And the dwarves are the one burning Mist today.
They must have gotten out from the underground and decided to destroy everything.
As you see, there's Thing, there's the all objectives complete. Twisted Flax is finished in 4th place. 1 hour, 36 minutes, 6 seconds. GG's. Let's see if we can get him in here for an interview.
All right, so GG to Twisted Flax being the first of our restreamed runners to finish up.
In the meantime, Zoe is finding yet another Kain on the lure and Dias. How many Kains does that now?
All of them, I think.
And I believe we are joined by our 4th place finisher, Twisted Flax. GG's.
Thank you very much.
So, how'd you feel when you went to that Fey March and saw that karate?
Well, on the one hand, I was very happy to find him. On the other hand, I wish he was sitting over the Asura spot instead of the Leviathan spot, because he would have hit a lot less hard over there.
Yeah, that was the. I think when we saw it on stream, we were like, "That's going to be the big hang up of this seed is that Karate Leviathan's not going to be fun," and he wasn't. But he managed to push through him, so GG's on that.
Well, I thought when I first saw him, I might have had enough firepower to take him on if I just got good AI. After the third try, where I got as good luck as I could have hoped for, I still couldn't beat him. I knew I had to come back after grinding a little more, and thankfully, I was able to take him out without too much trouble after I came back.
Yeah. So, what did you think of this flag set overall about the only one Kain, well, the party of Kains among us?
It's interesting. It's a different change of pace. Obviously, Kain's a more equipment dependent character. You want to find any of those good spears or those good swords, and this seed in particular just didn't seem to have very much good equipment early on. I lucked out finding, I think, a Zeus gauntlet pretty deep in Bloodery Pass. I figured not many people would try to go that deep to find that, so I hope that would give me an edge early on. But otherwise, it's fun to do such a change of pace. It's you can't rely on mages or any of the other normal ways you get through a seed. You really got to be inventive.
I'll go ahead and intercede and mention that we do have a 5th place finisher. A Stone Dingley finished in 5th place with a time of 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 58 seconds. So GG, Stone Dingley.
So I have to ask, what made your decision to go to Cape Bahamut first once you got onto the moon?
Generally speaking, if I'm only looking for one key item and I go to the moon, I do Cave Value or Cave Bahamut first, just simply because it's a lot quicker to go there than any place else in the subterranean. You have to go through the cutscene to get the character. You've got to warp around a little bit. So if I'm only looking for one item, I clear out Cave Bahamut first before diving the moon. And luckily it paid off tonight.
Would you like to know what you missed down in the ribbon room?
I can only imagine. Was it a Golbez?
It was a Golbez.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. I knew he was lurking out there. I was really afraid he was going to be in the sealed cave. That would just be the cherry on top of the Sunday. So I'm very happy to have avoided him.
Yeah, that sealed cave boss CPU down there with the party of Kains, that's actually very, very nice, all things considered.
Yeah, it's a very fast spot. So if it's a very hard hitting boss, you can be for a lot of trouble. So when I saw the CPU. Actually, honestly, I was a little worried because I had cursed my middle Kain, so I would have tried to be better off in case it was a really bad boss there in terms of speed. And so I was hoping I was able to get through there without having taken too many mazers, because aside from Cure 3, obviously you don't have any curative powers in this seed.
Thankfully, Cure 3s were readily accessible pretty early on in that Baron shop. What did you feel about the decent amount of vanilla that we had in this seed?
My favorite thing is that after you beat Yang at the Leviathan spot, you get the Leviathan summon. And after you beat, I believe it was Baigan at the Odin spot, you got the Odin summon. So that's some hilarious vanilla right there.
Yeah, tag that on with the vanilla Demus, which had our way underground. Just nice little slice of vanilla for you.
You'd love to see that one, especially when it's one of the two boss hunts, just to get that one out of the way. And especially because that was your only way underground, you were pretty much led by the nose to go there. I was hoping actually it was going to be one of those dream seeds where you had to go up Zot just to find the Demus, but unfortunately no, it wasn't.
Yeah, Zot, Demus and Magus Sisters would have been hilarious, but nope, just vanilla. That hook sending you down there. Did it change your routing at all when you found that hook from that Demus, or were you pretty much like, I'm just going to do everything overworld first and work my way underground?
I literally got the hook the last thing in the underworld. Or overworld. There was nothing left for me to do, so I figured I had enough levels. I did the Mad Ogre's chest. You got a few more levels, and I figured, we'll see what happens. It took me a couple tries to get through Octomom. Unfortunately, I had to pop that moon veil I picked up somewhere to get through it. But other than that, mildly annoying, but it was doable.
All right, I'll pop in and say that we have a 6th place finisher. Commander Leonhardt finished in 6th place with a time of 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 35 seconds. So GG, Leonhardt.
Well, I want to say just fact, you put on a great show. Watching you be able to get through that karate fight was a pleasure to watch. And then, again, the Galaxy play of just going to that K value first was really what put you on 1st place in the restream, 4th place overall. Do you have any final thoughts?
No, as always, a lot of fun. Thanks a lot to you and to Karen for commentating, and Diobari and Xenocat behind the scenes. As always, thanks a lot for all your helps with all the restreams.
Well, thank you. As I said, it was a pleasure to watch you. And I hope you have a great rest of the night. Looking forward to seeing you next time you race.
You too. Catch you guys later.
Likewise, GG Twisted Flax. And yeah, thank you for running and being on the restream for us.
Thank you.
And that was Twisted Flax, finishing 4th overall, 1st on the restream. Make sure you give all 4 of our featured runners a follow. They take time out of their day to not only race, but put on a great show for you. So definitely go give them some love. In the meantime, Zoe finding, as mentioned in the interview, that Golbez down in the ribbon room, finds the Baron Guards in White Spear Ulster, and now finds DKC here at Ogopogo.
And has found collectively a White Spear, an Earth Crystal, and an Avenger Sword to this point.
This is a Magma Key, if I remember right. Yep.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, Zoe can drop it down the well in Agrit and get that extra little flavor text, if she wishes.
If I remember correctly at this point, Crystal Sword Altar had a rat tail, and the Paladin spot had the Legend Sword. So if Zoe does a full check in this area before going to K value, they'll 17 and 17 this seed, even if they don't keep it all.
Yeah. It's going to be a big case of feels bad, man. But then on the case of feels good, man, Dr. Cossack has finished in 7th place with an official time of 1 hour, 44 minutes, 48 seconds. GG.
In the meantime, Bad Karma is in the right spot, taking on K value, is about to pick up the package, being go mode. Meanwhile, Harumph is in the tower, taking on an evil wall. It's going to get them nothing but a spoon, if I remember correctly. But does have that tower key, so it's going to be able to go immediately down, pick up that Baron key, which will lead to that Darkness Crystal, which will lead to K value.
Yep. So Harumph is about to find the right end of this chain of events.
And that's D-Lunars at the Crystal Sword Altar. That's not very nice.
Not really, no. They're fortunately not hitting that back row Kain too hard, but they are turning the other one into a nice little Dragoon Froggy.
Oh, look at the poor dead Dragoon Frog.
Well, rip. Or I guess you could say rip it. I don't know.
As I said, we're not the pun crew.
Oh, definitely not.
Ooh, this is going to get close for Zoe here. That's a wipe. Ooh, that feels bad.
That is unfortunate, yes. So turning the battle speed down, that will definitely help. And I think Zoe will probably be able to get through it this time.
Yeah, now that she knows what she's facing, she'll be able to get through with no problem.
Yeah.
It does. Looks like we've had a couple more finishes if you'd like to go read them off.
Yeah, looks like we've got one more with Microcorks finishing in 8th place with an official time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 42 seconds.
GG's the Microcorks. In the meantime, Bad Karma, doing a little bit things in opposite order, does the package cutscene first before going to the pass. Has to sit through the entire cutscene. Going to cost a little bit of time.
Oops.
And we've all done it before.
Yeah.
Maybe he just wanted to package Kain for a new anchor.
Yes, an anchor for that vaunted final fight that'll be coming up in about a minute or so with the objective screen.
Hardest boss Bad Karma has left to fight is the inventory boss to find the pass to open the door.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be an epic struggle. I don't know if they'll be able to make it.
In the meantime, Bad Karma walking up to the pass door is going to turn in that pass, and we should see the objective complete and the all objective complete. And Bad Karma is finished in 9th place at 1 hour 48 minutes exactly. GG's to Bad Karma, and I believe we are joined by Bad Karma. GG's.
Hey, how's that?
So, doing package first, what was the thought there?
I forgot I hadn't done the pass yet.
That's what we figured. That's understandable. All of us.
I was like, why didn't I see it done yet?
Well, thankfully, it didn't cost you any places, so just no harm, no foul. Just one of those mistakes we've all made before.
Oh, I've made it multiple times.
So, what do you think of this scene?
Places?
Oh, go ahead, Karan.
I was going to jump in real quick and mention that Tybalt has finished in 10th place with an official time of 1 hour, 48 minutes, 34 seconds. So GG, Tybalt.
So, what were your thoughts of our Kain-centric seed here, Bad Karma?
Well, Kain's my brother's favorite character, so that was one of the reasons I decided to hop in here, and that's why it's named Soats, was the original name before I turned on silly names. So, shout out to my little brother. I don't know how much you got to watch, but that one was for you, buddy.
That's great to hear. I'm glad that you can shout him out. And it's always fun when you know someone who enjoys a certain character. You can mess around with that character and, make them happy.
I really wanted to get like a totes, that would have been nice.
Absolutely. I just want to add also, Mecha has finished in 11th place with an official time of 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 32 seconds. So GG to Mecha.
So, what was your thoughts when you went down into that Fey March and found that karate?
I was like, oh, I don't have to hunt the moon for this guy. I'm just going to have to probably find the package. Sure enough. And then I thought I could take it the first time around and didn't have any illusions or anything like that. I thought maybe I could just get the jumps. It's like, he hits really hard.
Yeah, the Leviathan spot tied for the highest attack power in the game. So, not a fun spot to find karate in.
Yeah, and I kind of regretted doing that Rubicante fight too, but I wanted the XP and I had all those beautiful ice weapons for it. And then as it started going, I was like, oh, this is going to be a little rough.
Yeah, but that Leviathan was pretty much, I think, the hang-up for pretty much everybody in this seed.
Yeah, I knew I had the 2 sirens. I knew I had doors on the way down to Luca. That's why I left after just one attempt. Just figured, you know what, let's get some levels and come on back.
So, what was your thought process on doing K value first over going down diving the LST?
I only needed the 1 key item, and was hoping for a chance. And usually, if I get to the moon and I only need 1 key item, I go top down. So that was the idea behind that.
Yeah, that was exactly Twisted Flax's reasoning as well.
I've been fading K Bahamut lately, even with 1, and it has bitten me really hard. See Slapdash the other night.
Oh, it didn't bite you here. It was able to get you exactly what you needed to finish the seed, and allowed you to skip a lot of really nasty bosses along the way. Specifically, that Golbez that was hiding in the ribbon room.
Ooh, that's some bait for sure. I'm really glad I didn't go down there then.
GG's had a great run. We enjoyed watching it. Karan, did you have any questions for Bad Karma?
Nope, y'all pretty much taken care of everything I would have had to say. So GG's Bad Karma. Thank you for running and choosing to be restreamed with us. And I hope you have a great rest of your night.
I will, and thank you guys. Thanks to the commentary team, Karant, Groundflyer, Xenocat, Neobari. Hopefully everything looked great, sounded great, and thanks for doing the restream tonight, guys.
Have a good night, Bad Karma.
Thanks, you too.
So that was Bad Karma, our 9th place finisher. Give me just a second. I'm going to go change my name in Discord. I'll be right back.
I was going to say, well, it's an honor to be called Groundflyer from what I understand. So congratulations.
True. I don't think there's anyone else I would mind any less of being called. So I'll take that. In the meantime, Zoe save-scummed the rat tail, only an Artemis bow. Reset back out. It's going to take on this Odin here at Paledim, which is unfortunately not going to give what we need. In the meantime, Harumph is working on the Baigen down in the Baron basement. And Bad Karma, don't worry about it. It's all fun. I don't mind.
I have to imagine Zoe's going to feel more than a little awful once Cave Bahamut is dived and that package is revealed.
Yeah, but at least Zoe's going to give chat the 17 out of 17. We get to see everything. We know where everything is.
That's true. So, doing it for the people, if you will.
And thankfully, in this particular spot, that Zazukin is not that threatening. You see, it only takes about half of Kain's health. The punches aren't really doing too much damage either, so really no worries here. And there goes Odin. We will get, if I remember correctly, our Legend Sword here, which means we can go forge our Excalibur that no one can use.
Hooray! Except not, because it immediately got noped out. Also, thank you to Bad Karma for gifting 5 subs to the free enterprise community. Much obliged.
Yes, thank you, Bad Karma, for those. Thank you for everyone who's free sub during the stream. I've seen it. I don't remember everyone who has. We thank you very, very much for your support. It greatly appreciated. In the meantime, Zoe is finally in the right place, is going into Cave Bahamut.
Commander Leonhardt mentioning in chat about the crystal sword. Approximately 30 seconds after the beginning of the seed, Leonhardt was already typing into the race room chat about the sheer wrath that emerged from that crystal sword.
It was absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to watch the beginning of the seed over and over again. That's right. The Cure 3 pot sword. Because there was Cure 3s for sale in Baron. You just sell it, and then, boom. Anytime, Zoe is pretty much through this officer soldier fight. Only one soldier left. Harumph taking on this spy again one more time. I don't blame him. Try to get all the earth checks done before going to the moon. In the meantime, Zoe's going to pick up the package. Probably has some choice words to say before going to finish the scene. Our tracker Xenocat pointing out that at least Zoe did not full clear. She was managed to avoid Zot.
That's true, yeah.
and we sadly avoided having to go up to the giant since we were able to find our 2 bosses we need relatively soon.
So we're clearing what, 95% of the game?
Yeah, thereabouts.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, that maybe isn't quite a full clear, but it's full enough for me, I think.
Part of me wants Zoe to rate the treasury just for the laughs. Time for Rumpf gets through Odin, or Bigan at Odin, and gets Odin.
At Bigan. Or, well, with Bigan, I should say.
So Zoe does pass doors, gonna head back out, head to Mist, burn it down, and probably try to forget all about the seed.
Well, I will say, though, Zoe basically full clearing the game in less than 2 hours. I could not begin to full clear the game, I think, in 2 hours like that. So definitely props to Zoe for that. And we have ourselves a 12th place finisher, and it's not Zoe. It is Roddy Sniper, who snipes 12th place with 1 hour 58:29 seconds. Zoe ends up in 13th with 1 hour 58, and you will see in a moment.
Yep, coming in right behind him is Sida Marshall in 14th, 1 hour 58:53. So 3 finishes right smack dab in a row. GG's all them. We'll see if we get Zoe in for an interview, and I believe we are joined by Zoe. GG. Zoe, I think your mic might be muted. Looks like we're dealing with some sound issues behind the scene. We'll have Zoe in here very shortly.
Sorry about that. My sound was messed up. I'm not sure if I can hear y'all still, but I'm trying to find out.
So we can hear you if you can hear us.
I can hear you now. Excellent. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
No
GG.
worries.
Well, definitely G. I don't know about the first G.
Hey, you gave chat basically a 17 out of 17, so GG's on that.
Well, technically I did. I found every key item.
Yeah, even if you didn't keep it, you did find everything. The chat's asking why you didn't complete the meta objective of get all Kains.
Because I'm not in charge of any sort of meta objectives for the weekly. No, but seriously, this was a fun flag set. I don't know what kind of person would put this together, but whoever it is put me through heck tonight. So
Yeah, I have no clue who could have put this flag set together.
Well, no, who could have done it? But like everything, like I felt the start of that seed that I had the seed under control. Everything was fine. I did the early sealed cave, felt good. Then couldn't find the package, and as soon as I like stepped foot into Cave Bahamut and like saw that it was Officer Soldier, I went, "Oh, everything makes sense now." I had no idea like how people were like, "How are you clearing the moon? We don't have any way of exiting out," and it made sense. It was just value cave because there's always value in Cave Bahamut.
Yeah, between that and there were exits for sale, I want to say in Fabul that most of the other runners picked up. And
It had to have been Kaipo.
It was
I didn't.
Kaipo.
I checked everywhere but Kaipo.
Yes, Kaipo.
Yeah, I faded it early and decided that I wasn't going to go back for it. Obviously, the 20 seconds it takes to go to Kaipo would have saved me the 3-minute departure from the LST. So,
Well, to also be fair, you were the only one who found those sirens. Everybody else committed to using illusions or other methods to get through that karate there at Leviathan. And it took them a while, but they got through it. But you actually found those sirens and were able to grind it up.
Yeah, I tried it once and went, okay, the damage output here, like I know it's the highest attack stat in the game. And I was like, okay, this damage output is not where I really want to mess around with trying illusions because I haven't found a dwarf axe. Were there dwarf axes anywhere?
Haggard Weapon Shop.
Of course. Bah. Anyway, cursed by not shopping. But yeah, this was fun. Thanks for the restream team. Thanks for all the racers and everybody that was watching. This was stressful, and I'm not exactly happy with my performance, but it was still a lot of fun.
Oh, you did great. I mean, again, as Karan was saying right before you finish, basically full clearing 17 to 17 the seed in just under 2 hours is still absolutely amazing. So GG to you. Thank you for putting on such a great show. Karan, you have any other questions or final thoughts for Zoe?
No, I wanted to compliment you for before you left on doing the dive, going ahead and diving Luca early. That really had set you. You were pretty far ahead for a while, and it looked like I think if you had made the cave value play early, you would have metagamed the heck out of most everybody. So
Yeah.
definitely GG's on that.
I actually want to talk about that, and this was kind of probably my biggest regret. The seed was, aside from dwarf, everything I was routing in came from that pan that was in sealed cave, and I stopped following that at darkness once I found the sirens. And if I had just went and peeked Cave Bahamut, I already had the coffins. I could have taken care of it and been done an hour ago. But that's the way rando do. So
Yeah, well, GG's nonetheless. Thank you for racing and restreaming for us, Zoe. I appreciate it, and hope you have a great night.
I hope you all do too. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.
All right, take care, Zoe. So, unfortunately, we have lost connection to Harump's stream. We're not sure what exactly happened. So, we unfortunately are not going to be able to see Harump finish. I do want to point out real fast that we did have a 15th place finisher as we were doing our interview. Point track finishing 2 hours, 4 minutes, 7 seconds. GG's point track. And want to one last time, for everyone still with us, just to remind everybody of the new streaming schedule for Free Enterprise on a bi-weekly schedule. So every 2 weeks, we've got to have first week be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, which will be the community race, underground racing, the City and Jumping Club, the weekly race, and the legacy race. Then the next week will be Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which is the Slapdash, the Monday weekly, Lunar Racing Club, the Friday weekly, and legacy. As you can see on the screen, we have a lovely, lovely graphic for you. So you can mark those times. I want to thank all of our runners, Zoe, Harump, Twisted Flax, Bad Karma, everyone behind the scenes, Nairobi doing the restreams, Cat doing the tracking, Karunt, my fellow co-commentator. Thank you guys so much. Scholar Kitty tossing in the chat the links for the schedule. So thank you very much. And I believe we're about to go on a raid, but any final thoughts of this race, Karunt?
Well, I very much enjoyed it. Thank you, Gambit, for being my co-com and for doing all the heavy lifting. I do want to point out real quick also, right before we finish, Frostbite finished in 16th place with a time of 2:04:27. So, yeah, GG's to Frostbite and to the other runners who are still racing. We appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys had a great night. And we are going to go raid Zyrak. So hopefully you guys will join us. Have a great night, and hopefully we will see you guys again tomorrow.